Hello everybody, my name is Ratnos, and welcome to Heroic One-Armed Bandit, one of the later bosses in the raid, and it's a big slot machine. So it starts off, there's two real assistants, they don't really do much, you just kill them, and then the boss does pay lines periodically. Now you can see this purplish blue line here that looks like one of the Nexus Princess Kaiveza blaze lines. This is where the pay line is going to come out, which is just a big coin that rolls across the room. So you can see there, the coin, actually it's under the, but there it is, the coin rolling there. And the boss will do two of those, and it's pretty hard to see unless you're looking for it, that blue line. But if you are looking for it, it's very easy to see. And basically these will stun you and do a bunch of damage if you get hit by them. But if you almost get hit by them, if you like hang out really close to the path that they're traveling, you'll instead get this high roller buff that you can see on a bunch of people here. And that gives you like 15% increased damage dealt and 50% increased movement speed for 15 seconds. So it's kind of nice to get. But it's a little bit sketchy to go for it because then you might get stunned. So as things get more hectic, you kind of want to avoid that more often. Now, these will travel until they hit a wall. Once they hit a wall, they will stay on the wall until somebody goes over to them and uses the extra action button to shoot them again. When they get shot again, you can aim them wherever you want. So you could shoot it back through the middle of the raid and give more of those buffs out at the risk of more people getting stunned if you're not careful. Or you can just shoot it right into the wall. As soon as it finishes traveling that second time, it will explode and go away forever. If you leave them on the floor, the boss deals 10% increased damage for each of them that's out. So you can see there's two of them out right now, and the boss has 2 stacks of this buff. So you do need to actually avoid them just staying on the wall there forever. That casts just a big heal absorb on everybody, just some fun healer mechanic. And then here comes the tank mechanic, which is the big hit. This just does a big hit to the tank, and then leaves behind a zone of shocky zone. So here's what it looks like to go over. You see I now get this telegraph of where I'm going to go, and I can just extra action button. I could shoot this back towards the raid to give out more stacks, but instead I'm just getting rid of these, and then they will explode over there and remove the damage buff from the boss. Now, the boss casts Spin to Win. When the boss casts Spin to Win, 3 assistants will come out with 3 different markers. There's actually 4 different markers that it can choose from, and it will pick 3 from that set of 4. So there's a flame, a shock, a coin, and a bomb. The first set doesn't have a bomb, it has the other 3. And the way it works is that you have to kill 2 of these 3 assistants and then pick up the thing they leave behind and deposit it into the boss within a certain time limit, or else the boss will get a 500% damage amp. So you don't want that. So you kill off 2 of your choice. You can't do the same combo that you've already done in the fight once. And then each of the combos will make the boss do something different. None of them are that impactful, but we choose to start with the coin and the flame because all the shock ones leave behind a pylon that's kind of annoying for the remainder of the fight. So we start with the flame and the coin, and we just kill off these 2 and deposit into the boss. There's the big hit again. We're just kind of putting all those puddles over there. But yeah, so you see these drop these things, and again, you get an extra action button, and you can just deposit them into the boss. So we deposited flame and coin, and then it gives you a reward based on the ones you deposited. So flame and coin will just shoot out a bunch of fiery coins at the raid that does damage and stacks up a dot up to 4 on people, and some people will shoot out these fiery tornadoes as well. And then the boss will just do some more payline stuff. The other assistant you can kill, you do want to kill off, but it's not urgent like it is to kill off the main 2 that you're doing. And again, we've got pay lines. You can see those coins shot into the walls on the corner. So somebody will go over there to that one that's just off at the top of the screen and shoot that coin again. So that it, yeah, you can see this one they've shot through the raid. That's what it looks like if you get hit by one. You get an 8-second stun. Extremely nasty. And yeah, both me and the other tank got stunned. So we caused a nice void zone to spawn in the middle of the room there. Not exactly ideal. Here comes the next set of ads. So this time we have bomb, coin, and shock. And again, we're just going to avoid the shock, so we'll do the other 2 so that we don't make a pylon. And this will be bombs and coins, which makes... Ooh, unfortunately, I forgot to tank before the big hit on the other tank there, so... oopsie, that's why the other tank died. That's all good, that's why they made B-reses. So now we've got the reward for coin and bomb. So this is going to spawn some premium currency booty, which will fixate people. These ones aren't CCable as well, so they just got to be nuked down. Some of the bombs are CCable, but these ones aren't. So those ones, you just kill them off, and then some fire tornadoes will spawn as well. And that is that overlap, or that particular combo. And then again, the boss just repeats. It's going to shoot out more pay lines. It's going to do more of this foul exhaust. Heal absorb on everybody. And eventually it will do another cast of spin to win. Now, you might be thinking, how do I remember which combos I've already done? Well, there will be these icons on these machines up here, and those show you which combos you haven't yet done. So as long as you're doing a combo that matches some of the icons up at the front, you're going to be fine. So this time we got Bomb, Shock, and Flame. So we've already done Flame. Actually, I don't think we've done Flame and Bomb, but this time we're going to do Shock and Flame. And that's going to make a pylon. So once we kill and deposit the Shock and the Flame here, the boss will make a pylon near where it is. So again, we're just going to kind of put that near all this garbage over on this side of the room. And here comes that reward for Shock and Flame. Makes a pylon. That pylon is going to shoot out some fire tornadoes. And then you can actually go and click on the pylon if you want to take 30 million physical damage and trigger the pylon's effects again and remove like 2 of the lightning puddles from the ground. So in theory, you'd remove 2 of the lightning puddles from the ground. But in practice, only a tank can do it because it's such a big physical hit. And also it re-triggers the fire tornadoes coming out of the coil. So we were just like, yeah, we're not going to do that. We're just going to leave the puddles at the edge of the room and just try and be nice, try and be good with how we're spacing them out here. Okay, here comes another cast of spin to win. So this time we have Bomb, Shock, and Flame. Bomb and Shock and Bomb and Flame are both eligible, but Shock and Flame we've just done, so we can't do that one. So we're going to do Bomb and Flame. And this one's a pretty nice one. This doesn't make any pylons or anything. Here comes another big hit. Take it over here. And then bring it back in. It's nice because you can just leap or roll out and just make the puddle wherever you want. So now we have the reward for Flame and Bomb. So these ones are CCable. The Fiery Dynamite Booty. Again, random tornadoes, random fire tornadoes are being put out places. So even though it's a lot of combinations, they all do pretty legible stuff, right? Like all the fire ones will make various kind of fire tornadoes. All the shock ones will make pylons of some kind. All the bomb ones will make bomb ads of some kind. And all the coin ones, I guess, I don't know what the through line is of the coin ones, but they're all kind of legible like that. Okay, once you get the boss low enough, it's going to enter P2, which is right now, where it casts Rig the Game. At this point, you are on an enrage timer. The boss will now go through and choose its own. Instead of you choosing, it's going to choose its symbols. And so it starts off with all shocks. And all shocks means that it's going to start making these pylons. During this phase as well, I think whenever the coins hit the wall, they knock you back, or whenever they're spawning or something, they knock you back. But the boss will start making now these hyper coils, and each hyper coil will make a line to the boss that you obviously don't want to stand in. And so what we're doing is we're going to kind of move around the room, starting with where we had the garbage, and then moving around clockwise, and leaving these big hits behind towards those pylons where we're not going to worry. Now the boss has rolled all flames, and so it's going to start shooting flame lines at people, which you just want to not shoot through the raid, or else. So you can see somebody there has a flame line, and through the raid, bang, people die. So you don't want to shoot it through the raid, but as long as you do that, it should be okay. Now we have another set of flame lines coming out, and this one, you can see those 2 red lines beautifully going off to the side. Just shoot it off to the side. Perfect. Perfectly done. Another big hit here. And then I think this is where things all go wrong, because you can see we've got these 2 red lines, and these ones... Okay, no, they're fine. Everything's okay. The pay lines, I guess, kind of gone through the raid. A lot of people are starting to die. And then at this point, the boss rolls all bombs. And when it rolls all bombs, that's an explosive jackpot, which is death. Death is the jackpot here. So that's the enrage if you get to that point. So you got to kill the boss before then. But yeah, very cool fight on Heroic. I mean, it feels... It's the second or the third to last boss or something. A lot going on. None of the stuff is too lethal except for like a few things. But yeah, it's a very hectic fight. That is the One-Armed Bandit. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.